Hello, hello, hello. Greetings to everyone in the Lighthouse family. Thank you so much for always spending time to watch our videos we like to share. We do really appreciate. Thank you very much for the love. And for those who are joining us or watching this video for the first time, we say welcome to a Lighthouse family. We want to encourage and remind you that you are a light, and in this family all we do is to shine, and we help each other or encourage each other to keep shining. Yes, life has stress, things happen and we get discouraged, but let's just keep going. Sometimes all we need to do is to hold on and keep going, and that is what we do here, encourage one another. And so we encourage you that make sure to stay connected with us. You click the subscribe button so that you can always be notified each time we have a new video. We know we all get sometimes so busy, and the one way we want to stay connected is having those notifications on. So you want to have your notification on to enjoy amazing content and for us to remain encouraged. So today we have another amazing topic to talk about: the importance of building a strong foundation. We know no matter how good a building may look from outside, no matter how nice the colors may be or attractive they may be, no matter how big, if the foundation is not strong, what happens? A light wind will put up and pull down the building. So that is the same thing that happened in our lives. You see, even before a shoot, or let me say a plant, once you put a seed into the soil, before we see the shoot coming up or see any part of that plant above the soil, what has happened is there's a firm foundation in the ground that keep that plant anchored to the ground. And what happens, the bigger the plant becomes, the bigger that foundation. So that's something we all ought to do, especially as living organisms. We are advanced living organisms, and if we check every other living organism, we'll see this concept of foundation. And look, in the case of virus, most often if you've been to the hospital because you were infected by anything, they always tell that it's what they call the immune system. And if your immune system is strong, what happened? When a virus or whatever infects your body, there's always that defense that the immune system, like the military of the body, or the defense system or ministry of the body. So it's always there, like anything that attacks is ready to fight. So what most pathogens do is when they invade a body, they don't just start making you sick so that you know they're in your body. So that's why sometimes if you're this person who is not conscious about taking care of your immune system, you may have a virus, a bacteria in your body. That's why you have some time that you don't see any sign, anything. What happened? You're building your foundation. That foundation means they may be looking all the materials they need for them to invade your body and take full control. They may be looking all the areas in their body they can anchor and feed to. So they check the environment, gather raw materials. And for bacteria, you have what they call the lag phase, which is where they prepare themselves, adapt to the environment before they start multiplying. So I think this is basically the same concept we human beings need to understand and apply sometimes. Because sometimes we are stressed with ourselves, we will become some overwhelmed with things we want and they are not happening, or at times even angry, hate people because you think, oh, is this person, that person is doing that. At times it's just you not understanding the time in which you are in. So if we are able to understand that, okay, there are some times in life that the fact I'm not seeing any leaf, I'm not seeing any result, doesn't mean nothing is happening. It may be that, oh, I'm actually working, there's a foundation somewhere that's built, and this foundation, we have a part to play so that you are more aware about things happening, especially in your own life. So you want to be very intentional about the information you're keeping, the information you're taking in, the people you're connecting with. And all these depend on what your priorities. What do you prioritize in life? And to me, when we talk about the foundations we want to be building as human beings who are living in a very toxic, in this generation, things as like the media is toxic, the environment, people you meet, people are like so angry, so filled with unforgiveness, etc., that it's okay for people not to forgive, it's okay for people to hate others, it's okay for people to be envious. So in this very toxic environment in which we find ourselves, we want to build a foundation that will not change us to become toxic, will not change us to give up on our own plans, will not change us to give up on our own projects. It's very important, and we can only do this if we start by setting our priorities right. This is a new year, and it's possible maybe in the past years we've not been checking what our priorities are, we've just been setting goals, we've just been living, we have just been expecting results, success, because the road to success and the road to happiness are two different things. I see people always like, how can this person have money, have a good job, have a good family, and yet the person is not happy? Those are two different things. Success and happiness are two different things. So the fact somebody is successful doesn't mean the person is happy. So for you to be happy, successful, and impactful, so many things need to come in order, and one of these things is having the right priority order, because misplaced priority can lead to frustration, can lead to hypertension. Sometimes you're just stressed just because you focus on the wrong thing at the right time, or you're doing the wrong thing at the right time, or just things like that. So we encourage each person this year that let's build those foundations. Let's build a strong foundation for ourselves, for us to have the environments we have. People will not change. You can't change somebody, but at least you can change yourself. At least you can change your minds. At least you can change your daily routines. If there's something you're doing that you feel is not good, why not change it? So in this, when we talk about foundation, specific things we want to encourage us to change our beliefs, our minds. What do we believe in? What do you believe in? It's important you have them right. What is the most important thing for you? So put it in mind that if you have the right priority order, it's not just say, for example, some people say, I'm a Christian and I believe in God, but at the end of the day, what they do is more of believe in their church. So they start hating those who don't go to their church, or those who don't do things exactly the same way they do, or those who don't have the same doctrine with them. So you want to put your priorities right. Is it church or God? Is it family or money? So it's important. If your priorities, for example, first God, second family, that job, that whatever, so you want to have them, if possible, written somewhere, that you know the order, that in every situation, even if I want a new job, I'm going to put first what God wants, for example. Or if your first priority is your family, what is best for your family. So you want to always put, because sometimes we work for family, but what we do does not even help our family in any way. And with COVID, for example, you have people that, oh, I'm staying in my office, and you do all sort of bananas, or if it's that family you're working for, if they get to find out what you're doing, they wouldn't even like to get the money from you. But you keep doing it, and you're like, oh, I'm working for you people, and this, you deep in you are not happy with yourself, and you're not even proud. So all those things we want to be very intentional and build that foundation that starts with having the right beliefs, the right priority orders, and identifying things that really matters to us and put them in the right order, and always make sure to remind ourselves of those things that matter most, so in every decision we make, in every step we make, we will not come to a point of regret that, oh, if I knew I wouldn't do it this way, if I knew I was going to do it this other way. So regret is not something that we want to do. It's something we want to always avoid. And so that's what I thought is important we start by sharing this year. And we are always open to receive your contribution in the comment section, and also recommendations. And yes, we like to learn, and we want to each other to keep shining, because you are a light Never forget that. And as a light, we don't want you to just shine, but we want you to